About a year ago, I created a Lego bay with a plethora of modes. This bay was based off of Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles, more specifically the weapon Shulk can use, the Monado. Each of the modes on this bay were based off of the Monado arts Shulk could use in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, these modes were not quite accurate to Xenoblade lore like I wanted to. So today, I decided to revisit this bay and put some new modes, a new design, and new everything. So, without further ado, let's get on to the review. Disassembling bay, you can see I'm using the metal system for this evolution, which is unlike the previous Monado bay. With every metal system bay, we got the layer, disc, and driver. But Lawrence, where's the chip for this bay? Well, I removed the chip for the mode changing gimmick. To explain this gimmick, let's start with the layer. As you can see, it's fairly simple, and it's a bit sharper than the last version of the Monado bay because of the teeth pieces applied on the contact points. The layer being sharper actually carries a story reference. Now, I'm not going to state this story reference because of spoilers, but I guess you can say that the shackles on attack power have been released. Anyways, looking closely at the bay, you can see a giant black center part in the center. Well, this black center is actually one of the bay's many modes. The center part can be completely removed and replaced with another center part. I like to deem these center parts mode bases. And I got 4 of these bases to cover, so let's review each of them. Monado Eater in the game is a mediocre art that eats away any buffs on enemies, and I had to do several side quests to unlock this art. Translated into Lego, this mediocre art has turned into one of my favorite modes. Basically, this mode uses precise and hard-hitting attacks to eat away at the opponent's stamina. In addition, this mode features 2 small rubber contact points that will add additional damage to the opponent. In opposite spin matches, the rubber will help eat away at the opponent's stamina and, okay, it's spin stealing, folks. You know what spin stealing is. Continuing, we have Monado Purge. In game, Purge simply is an attack that temporarily disables auras. Now, what are auras? They're literally a force field of buffs, so once again we have an art that removes buffs. Because the art removes buffs like Monado Eater, the mode base is quite similar to the Eater mode base, except that the rubber has been removed. Next we have Monado Armor. Monado Armor in-game is very similar to the Monado Shield art in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This art simply increases defense by cutting damage taken by 75%. Translating this feature into Lego is very simple, just increase defense. So, lo and behold, we have 2 giant walls on the side of the mode base. Our last art is Monado Cyclone. You unlock this art much later in the game and has the effect of toppling opponents affected with Break. Now, I'm not going to explain what Break is, but toppling, I will. In-game, toppling is very useful. Toppling the enemy just flips them over upside down, unable to do anything during that time, and Monado Cyclone does that. Translating this topple effect into Lego was quite hard to do. If I wanted to flip the opponent upside down like the game does, there would be so many specific factors and requirements I would have to meet. For instance, the opponent must be very light. Well, welcome to the modern-day Lego Beyblade community, where no Lego Bay can be found without a shroud of metal on it. So instead of making the Monado Cyclone base just flip the opponent upside down, I made the base focus on destabilization. The Monado Cyclone base destabilizes opponents with the 2 white slopes showing here. These white slopes will help hit the opponent underneath, hopefully destabilizing them. I'll gloss over the disc, double O, because we've seen this part before and I don't really need to explain what it is. Finally, we have the driver Rover. This driver is a balance type driver that can be easily confused as an attack type because of the movement it provides. The center tip is what causes this movement, as it is a semi-flat surrounded with rubber. Now, at a certain angle, the rubber will touch the stadium and speed up movement greatly. This rubber, of course, drains through a lot of the base stamina when contact with the stadium is made. However, the driver is kinda funny. And with that, that's pretty much our Monado Bay. we got some new mode bases and a simple yet effective design. With the metal, this is a more than satisfactory evolution, with the benefit of being more accurate to Xenoblade lore. Now I'm quite proud that I was able to put a gimmick using the metal system, because the metal system limits gimmick creation. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. But like always, I'll see you guys in the next video.